Hello everyone, my name is Shubh Sharma and I welcome you all to this pre-market report. So without wasting any time, let's start with US market. Yesterday US market closed very flat. It closed at 147 points positive. On the other hand, Nasdaq, which is US IT index, it closed at 40 points positive and S&P 500 closed at 10 to 20 points positive. At the time of recording, the US 30, the US futures is trading at flat, very flat, around 1 to 2 points positive. Let's talk about FII and DII data. FII sold about 6,000 plus crores and DII bought around 7,000 plus crores. Today, the SGX Nifty showing a gap down opening of 60 to 70 points, but we will see where the pre-market settles. Yesterday, talking about the global market looks balanced, like positive to negative. Only the Hang Seng is fell by around 0.8%, so that's a point to concern. Now let's talk about Nifty and Bank Nifty. Yesterday, Nifty fell about 255 points and it closed below 24,700, below 24,800. It closed roughly around 24,712. Now, the immediate support for Nifty lies at 24,650, 24,600, and 24,450. Now, the immediate resistance for Nifty is at 24,800 and finally at 25,000. So yesterday Nifty fell mainly because the US imposed additional 25% tariff. So this is the main reason why on Tuesday the market fell. Everyone was expecting some positive news may come, but finally it was imposed and the market reacted on to that news. So let's talk about Bank Nifty. Yesterday Bank Nifty closed at 54,450. Now it's fell by more than 600 points. And next support for Bank Nifty is at 54,400, 53,900, and eventually the next support is at 54,000. Immediate resistance is 55,100 and 55,000 for bank. Now, some important domestic news. The India's GDP about to come tomorrow, that is on 29th of August. The India's GDP expected to come. Now the street is expecting roughly around 6.3 to 6.6%, but we have to watch the India's GDP number very carefully because it's the first GDP number that we will be getting after this Trump tariff news came out and imposing tariff and all. So this is the first time the India GDP will come and every eyes will be on India's GDP and how the India's GDP is performing. That we have to watch very closely. Let's talk about some sector specific. On Tuesday, the FMCG outperformed in comparison to other sectors. Stocks like Nykaa, Britannia can do very good. Were doing very good from even if the Nifty fell, but Nykaa, look at Nykaa. The stocks were closed in very positive. Look at FMCG stocks. They all were doing fantastic even in this bad market. In my pre-market 2-3 pre-market video I have said that focus on consumption sector, focus on sector like auto, IT, FMCG, consumption sectors can do very good from here on these levels. And I'm still very much bullish on India consumption sector because of the tax relief and tax reform, that GST reform that is coming. I think the meeting is on 3rd and 4th of next month. So we have to watch when it will be implemented. But still, overall, if you look, I am very much bullish on consumption, and I'm very bullish on India's growth. This tariff news is not big thing for India. If you look at the exports with US, we hardly have 60-70 billion dollars of export a year to US. So it's not a big thing. It's just 1 or 2% of India's export. So nothing to be worried about. Don't sell your portfolio, don't exit from all the stocks. This is the time where you will buy stocks, right? This year, if you look quarter one financial year 2026, if you look, the company growth overall, the company results is around 6 to 7%. This is the 5th consecutive session for India's companies to give a single digit growth. But for me, I am expecting with this GST reform and this news and all these things, I'm expecting for the financial year 26 that the Indian companies growth rate to be at 9 to 10%. right? That can be a boost because of all the government schemes are giving, government benefits that government is providing to us. These all things will help. So yes, I'm expecting roughly around 9 to 10% earning growth in financial year 2026. So these are the important news, these are the important headlines for the market. Now I've given you the bank nifty and nifty levels. Watch these levels on your chart, mark these levels on your charts and trade accordingly. For me, I am still bullish on market. Any buying in this market, any buying signal that comes, I will be a buyer in this market. And shorting, there's a less scope for me. I will look for any buying opportunity. I will look for stocks for buying opportunity. I'm looking for even an index. If I get an opportunity, I will buy. Any dips closer to 24,400, 24,450, 24,500, I will be a buyer in this market with a stop loss of 24,350.